Hey guys, it's Joanne from Encourage Her, coming on for Wednesday's encouragement. I have pretty much been stuck in my house for the most part since Saturday night. So if this doesn't make sense, I apologize. I think it makes sense. I was thinking today about my encouragement, and I just didn't really have anything to share. And I always just trust that God will give me something. So I just was like, I'll just do it later. It's fine. And I went to have my quiet time, meaning my Bible reading time, just now after I laid my daughter down for her nap. And there it was. There was my encouragement. So I was reading in Genesis. I'm reading a plan that is helping me lead up to Easter. And today was in Genesis 22, and I was reading all about how Abraham was asked to sacrifice Isaac, his one and only son, as a burnt offering, and he was going to do it. And God at the last minute was like, nope, don't do it, and gave him a ram instead. But what stood out to me was whenever God called Abraham, he would say, Abraham, and Abraham's response was, here I am. And again, in the story later on, he said, Abraham, Abraham, right before he was about to sacrifice his son. And Abraham said, here I am. So what's your here I am? What is it that God is asking you to do in your life? What is it that he's been kind of like calling you to do, or been whispering in your heart to do, and you just haven't taken that step? You haven't said, here I am. You haven't been willing. Maybe you haven't been courageous or trusting God with it, and you've kind of been shying away from it, or straight up avoiding it and sort of ignoring that voice that you hear. What is that, and what does that look like in your life? I challenge you to take a minute, say, here I am to God, and listen in for what it is he's been asking you to do. I have a feeling that you already know, and I have a feeling that the people that are meant to hear this know exactly what I'm talking about. I really feel that strongly. So I think that you listening, God has been saying something to you, and he wants you to do it. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Maybe that's a conversation with someone. Maybe that's the start of a business. Maybe that's a move. Maybe that's a breakup. I don't know. I have no idea. But what is it? What is it that he's whispering to you? What is it that he's asking you to do? He's talking to all of us all the time. Our job is to listen, just like Abraham, like, oh, here I am. So what's your here I am today, ladies? Get out there. I encourage you to take time to do so. It's in the stillness and the quiet that we hear these things, remember. So try to find some stillness and quiet. Discover your here I am. Admit your here I am. Focus on it. I encourage you to do so. And thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. I'd love to hear how this encouraged you. I heard from a few ladies the other day about their type of woman they have a hard time encouraging. And thank you so much for sharing that. It was really awesome to have those conversations. So I love to hear from you guys. That's why I'm here. I'm here to encourage you. And my goal would be that if I get to encourage you, that you'll go on and encourage someone else. So I really believe that will happen. So thanks again for listening. I hope you have a great and healthy Wednesday. If you're a Lysol person, get your Lysol out, y'all. There is so much going around. And I'm just hoping it ends with my second kid that went down. So say some prayers for us, if you will, for wellness. And hopefully I'm back at a normal life tomorrow. And hopefully these kids feel better. All right. Have a great Wednesday. I will catch you guys tomorrow, Thursday. Talk to you soon. Be encouragers.